If you're watching this video, you've probably been diagnosed with Hyperemesis Gravidarum. Are you looking to see if there's any kind of natural treatments for it? That's what I'm here to help you with. Hi, I'm Hession. I'm a medical intuitive and an energy healing practitioner. And I'm also a mom who suffered from horrible nausea well into the 6th and 7th month with one of my pregnancies. So helping women who are dealing with severe pregnancy nausea, which is really what Hyperemesis Gravidarum means, is something that I have a real passion for. Now, if you haven't already, you may want to watch my What is Hyperemesis Gravidarum first before this one. In a nutshell, in that video, I cover that Hyperemesis Gravidarum is pretty much just really severe pregnancy nausea. Severe in both how intense and how long lasting it is. The name in Greek and Latin literally means excessive vomiting in pregnant women. And it is excessive. It's awful. So what can you do about it? Well, sometimes it's severe enough that hospitalization is required, especially for IV fluids to combat dehydration. And there are some drugs that doctors prescribe with mixed results. But I know you're watching this because you're looking for more natural drug-free support. So that's what we're talking about and what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to first cover some of the more common natural remedies that you may find will help, because why not try the simplest things first, right? But chances are, if you're diagnosed with or thinking you might be dealing with Hyperemesis Gravidarum, you've probably already tried most of these. So I'm just going to run through them quickly, and then I'm going to talk about, from an energetic medicine perspective or paradigm, what's really causing this horrendous thing you're dealing with and what I found to be the most effective way to get rid of it permanently. All right, ready? So here are some of the other things that may work and that certainly have helped some women to lessen or manage the intense nausea, the food aversion, and the general awfulness. Often there will be certain things, and smells are a really common one, or certain foods or too much activity. These are often things that pregnant women will find trigger the nausea or make it more intense if it's pretty constant. So I do recommend keeping track of that, actually writing down the things that you notice make it worse so you can try to avoid them as much as possible. And this is so important, so that you can clearly communicate these triggers to the people in your life who are trying to support you, so they can also help you to find alternatives and avoid those things. Don't just try to do it all on your own. Now, in terms of foods, I find it's very individual, but often eating greasy, fatty foods, especially trans fats and hydrogenated fats, can be much harder on you. Vegetables that are strong or tasting or smelling can be triggered, and processed foods high in salt and sugar tend to be much better to avoid. In terms of what might help, ginger, mint tea, fresh fruit, starchy vegetables like potatoes and winter squash, those tend to go down and stay down better. And I also recommend a rich bone broth, which is best if you make it yourself. That can be easy on your stomach and provides a lot of great nutrients and electrolytes. And I've provided a link below for information on how to make a really delicious, nutritious bone broth, or ask someone to make it for you. Outside of what you're putting in your mouth, other natural remedies that some women have found helpful include peppermint essential oil. So you can put drops on your pillow or a shirt or something else that will have the scent reach your nose easily. Good quality probiotics that can restore natural bacteria in your digestive tract that's supposed to be there. There's some evidence that high levels of the bacteria H. pylori in your gut may be a causal factor with severe pregnancy nausea. So supporting your gut with more healthy bacteria can help with that. And there's some links below too if you want to read about that research as well. For some women, a deficiency in magnesium might be a contributing factor. If that's the case, magnesium supplementation or eating more foods high in magnesium could be helpful, but don't just assume that. If you think that's have your doctor check your magnesium levels to make sure that's a problem before you try to address it. And digestive enzymes, supplements to help your body fully digest your food, can also be helpful, pregnant or not. Supporting the liver, also very important. Your liver is under a lot of strain during pregnancy, and it has a big role to play in digestion. So supporting the liver can really help. There are a couple of herbs, milk thistle and dandelion root, that herbalists recommend is safe to take during pregnancy to support the liver. But of course, discuss that with your doctor before taking any kind of herbs. But what if none of that works? Are you doomed to intense, severe nausea all day for the rest of your pregnancy? Unfortunately, that has been the case for far too many women, but no, it doesn't have to be that way. So as an energy healer, I've worked with many pregnant women with severe nausea, and I've helped every one of them through addressing the nausea from a completely different approach. From an energy healing point of view, the real cause of pregnancy nausea, whether it's severe hyperemesis gravidarum or the more mild version, is actually caused by a lack of full connection between the mother's body and the developing fetus, the placenta, the umbilical cord, and or the amniotic fluid. I go into this in much more detail in my What Causes Morning Sickness video, so I'm not going to explain it in detail here. But doesn't it make sense that your body, and especially your brain and the rest of your nervous system, might react to the fetus and the fetus's support system as foreign? I mean, they are new tissue that's not normally in your body. So if your nervous system or any part of your body is relating to any of them as foreign and not fully normally connected to them, that creates this constant state of stress, imbalance, and our body starts to just be a place of conflict, okay? And that is the real underlying cause of pregnancy-related nausea. This was discovered several years ago by Dr. Bradley Nelson, who's the author of The Emotion Code and developer of the Body Code Healing System. And I have found it to be absolutely true of every woman I have ever worked with who's dealing with pregnancy nausea, including those diagnosed with hyperemesis gravidarum. These disconnections between you and your baby are present because of other underlying imbalances, primarily trapped emotional baggage from the past. You may want to watch my videos about emotional baggage and how to release it to learn more about that in more detail. But the bottom line is these imbalances can be released. And when they are released, the disconnections between your body and your baby are healed. And when that happens, the nausea just naturally disappears because there's nothing else left that's causing it. This is not something that you can easily do for yourself. It does take some training and understanding to fully deal with these disconnections. So I do recommend that you try some of the other suggestions I covered above first. But if that's not working, then you don't need to suffer through the rest of your pregnancy. You may want to consider working with an energy healer like myself, specifically someone who's trained in the Body Code Healing System, to work with you to get these energy imbalances cleared and heal the disconnections. Energy healing works over distance, so no matter where you are in the world, we can help and would love to. If that's of interest, you may want to go to the morningsicknessfreedom.com website and read more and consider booking a free consult to talk with me in detail about your specific condition. Hyperemesis gravidarum is wretched to be going through, and it's also a cause for real concern for the health of both you and your baby, so don't hesitate. Try the remedies above to see if that's what you need, and if not, let me know. I'm here to help. Did you find that helpful? I hope you did. I've got lots more great information for you, lots of other great videos that I think you'll find helpful. And if you'd like to have a free consult with me, you can also schedule that. See you next time.